Hello, I am Jody Wolf, and you're watching Expoz on February 17, 2013, 11:31 p.m. Birmingham, Alabama. Topic: Pope prophecies. Now, I just want to go back and say something that I didn't the other night, and I am not hinging this Pope on anything that's bad. I don't know. I'm not saying that this Pope is the one that's going to usher in the end times. I don't know. Um, but then again, he may be. He may be a puppet for the false prophet. There's a lot of questions yet to still be answered. But where they got their answers from that they're telling you now are from archives that even the Vatican didn't know were there. There was a fire at some point in time. They probably were a few. But some of the records they thought were destroyed were found. And they were found, I don't know where. On Prophecy on the News, they talk about it, discuss it, and they tell you where this information came from. But all in all, it is biblical prophecy. It is timed to be the last pope in the end times. It specifically says there'll be a certain number of popes, and this is certain numbers coming up. It's here, it's now, and it's on the horizon. But there's a few things that make me think about, well, could this pope be good or could he be bad? Well, the Bible says even the very elect would be deceived. Even the very elect would be deceived. That means that a lot of people will have to follow a bad guy. And I'm not saying the Antichrist or the false prophet is going to directly deceive us. For some time, I'm sure the Antichrist will be in the background, but he may be pulling the strings of someone that a lot of people put a lot of faith in. And this is where I'm saying even the very elect would be deceived. Now, another thing, and it mentions the great numbers of the very elect. Well, there's a lot of people that follow the Pope. There's a lot of people that follow John Hagee too, and Jack Van Impe. But who could have power over far more people than a few good preachers in the United States? Well, it'd be somebody like the Pope, someone that has worldwide influence rather than a nationwide influence. And keep in mind, not everyone that says they're a Christian will be saved, because the Bible does say at the great white throne judgment there will be people there. But Jesus, I cast out devils in your name. I healed the sick. He said, depart from me, I didn't know you. Well, there's going to be a lot of people that will not be raptured, and the people that are left, assuming the rapture has not taken place, I can see where a lot of people could be misled if they follow someone that may be not who we think he is, and he says, trust me, I'll get you out of here. He's the Pope. But anyway, forget about him for a moment. Let's talk about the things that we know that's happening right now. A meteor blows up over Russia, and then you have a man immediately after on Fox. He's an astronomer. He's talking about, oh yeah, and we're watching another one. This one is going to be 23 well, maybe 27,000 miles away. I don't know. One of these numbers away from Earth. Well, then that night in California, one was saw in the sky. Well, when they were talking about that one, then the astronomers once again says, oh, we got another one coming, but it's going to miss Earth by 17,000 miles. Why didn't they see everything? Why didn't they see the one that blew up over Russia if it was on the way, and if it was as big as the one they're watching that was going to miss us by 27,000 miles? Why couldn't they see the one that zipped by California, and I hadn't heard of size, but yet they could see one as big as a building that's going to miss us by 17,000 miles? It's selective is what it is. We caught them on something, and they, we caught them on one, so they'll give us one. So I think there's a lot more out there that we do not know. The Bible does say in the end times, or approaching the end times, you'll see strange things in the skies. You will see stars fall. We're seeing them fall. These are considered stars if they're a light in the sky to you and I. Okay, and you'll see strange things on the moon. Has the moon not tilted and turned? What used to be up here is now way down here in the sun. What are these things that's orbiting the sun? No one has told us about them yet. And what about this? This is the one that gets me, and you tell me, okay? There's a comet coming, and it's going to zip by Earth. They said it may be as bright as the moon. How in the heck can a ball of ice, I don't know how big it is, 6 miles, 600 feet, or 60 miles, but if it's big enough to glow so that you see it brightly in the night and you even see it in the daytime, it must be pretty big. But what I don't understand is, if it's a ball of ice, how can it skirt 2 million or 4 million miles away from the sun and not melt away at 2 million degrees? Really, think about that. If you got a comet that skims the edge of the sun, in fact, the sunburst, the flares that shoot out, will shoot out 3 times farther away than where this comet's going to be. Why was this ball of ice melt and disappear right before our very eyes? A lot of strange things going on, and I tell you, we are just seeing the very tip of that iceberg. Look for more, a lot more. Jody Wolf, Expoz.